And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the grand final of today's GO4SC2 Cup.
Woo!
Woo! Make some noise! It will be not that kind of noise.
That's my crowd noise.
Okay. It sounded like something like snoring or something like that. Anyways.
The crowd goes wild. Alright, what the best of 5?
It is a best of 5 indeed, and we are just in the first map here. And this will definitely be epic. Introducing our players, spawning in the bottom right hand side of Belshiver's Teach. It is going to be a green Zerg player. From Mouseboards, it is Hope.
And in the top left-hand corner, spawning as the Blue Protoss, just coming off the back of a really convincing win versus another Grandmaster player, it is GO4SC2.
Yeah, he definitely showed his skills in TVT, not in PvP, and now he has to prove himself in TVC, which of course is a very, very different matchup. Just because you don't play like tanks and other kind of things. Of course you can play tanks, but not as in TVT. I'm just rambling some crap here. Just don't listen to me.
So what do you think? We're gonna I gotta put my money on Hope, just because I'm you know, I know what the Mouse Esports kind of training academy is like, and I'm like it's one of the better ones out there. They're really up and coming, so I really feel like it's either going to be, you know, fairly even, or it's just going to be a domination by Hope. What do you think?
Well, it definitely is hard to predict, but I mean, since both players made it that far, they definitely have to be good at that game, meaning that I don't think we will see too much of a difference here, meaning that it might very well be a very, very close game here. But of course, one player might just be better in this very specific matchup, meaning that he might be able to take an edge. I didn't check the statistics though, so I cannot quite say who might have the better stats in this very specific matchup. So I'm just gonna let both players surprise me.
Yeah, well, if you have any ideas in chat, what you think, let us know. Get the conversation going about who you think's going to win this best of 5 grand finale of GO4SC2, hosted by Poison TV. Going to be exciting. I'm really pumped up.
Absolutely, so am I. Coming to the game so
even
far,
I'm thoroughly exhausted.
Yeah. So far, not really too much special stuff is going on so far. Roxky's Jagon, of course, opening with a Reaper followed by a command center here. I should maybe point the camera towards that so that you can actually see it. There you have it also in pictures. And on the other hand, we see a rather quick hatchery, followed up by a pool. Of course, now we see the first couple of links, or actually 6 links, which is fairly standard. Usually you would go for 4, but going for 4 or 6 really doesn't make too much of a difference. Let's see how both players playing it out from here.
Yeah, sorry about that, bit distracted. So yeah, we've got a Raxon factory coming down for the Terran player. He's getting his command center up. It's almost finished. But there's quite a few lings on the map already. That Reaper's not going to get much done, as the lings on speed are actually faster than the Reaper. So
Yeah,
and the
but
Queen
of
here
course,
especially.
sorry, just go on.
The Queen here especially helping to shut that down in the ling's position really well. So we'll oh, is he going to lose? No, really nice micro there. By the Reaper.
Yeah, but of course, main goal of the Reaper is not to kill anything. Of course, it would be awesome if you kill something, but usually you just go in and try to get some scouting information. If we take a look at the vision of Jaegong, we see pretty much everything, meaning that he got a full scout here, knowing pretty much what is going on the side of the Zergs here, which of course helps him identifying what he will have to prepare for here. On the other hand, we see pretty much Well, an interesting starport position, I guess. I don't know why you put that there, but I'm sure Jagon put a lot of thought in it.
Oh, the starport.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just easy, easy access. It's the SCV. He was already there. Not a huge deal, I don't think. Maybe even a bit of a scare tactic. Wants the Zerg player to look at it and then think that there might be some drops on the way.
I think
he also could be using it as a weird kind of wall off.
Yeah, definitely.
No, he's not. He's going to continue the wall off on the other side.
Yeah, maybe it's just some sort of mind games.
We just have some mid-map Hellion Reaper aggression, roasting some Lings alive. More Hellions joining them, and they're going to sneak around, check this third, see that it's there, realize that that is happening, and know that these Reapers are basically... Reapers and Hellions are going to be basically uncontested and make their way into the natural here.
Yeah, but of course, since it's just Reapers and Hellions, they take quite some time to kill off that hatchery, but without anything trying to destroy them, they eventually will. So this is a kind of interesting situation here. Hope has to be careful not to lose his third hatchery here, because that would be devastating. I don't know why, honestly, Dragong is pulling back here. Maybe he's just afraid of the couple of Lings that are... Oh! Why would you let that depot that are streaming towards
Big Ling run by.
Well, I guess that deals with it.
Yeah, very well. Played 2 SCV kills, which is nothing really in the long run. Hellions coming all the way back to defend that, even though it was already defended, so that was kind of bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know why he pulled back there, because he could very well have gotten that third base there. Because there was not really too much denying that. There were like 2 queens. That was about it. So those 2 queens wouldn't have changed anything. So I think maybe a little bit of an overreaction there by Jaegong. But anyways, not really too much of a game changer right there. Of course, if he would have ended up taking out that base, it would have, but with that now. Just go on.
A drop coming down in the natural. A drop came down in the main, but didn't do too much damage, and now it's moving on into the third, but there's so many queens, I think this medevac's actually going to end up dying before it gets... Oh, no, never mind. Gets out. Drops its Widow Mines at the last minute, with an Overlord spawning on top of it. Overseer, sorry. So yeah, they're thinking about buffing Overseers.
Yeah, they are planning on increasing their speed gain after the upgrade. Now once again we have roaches here for Hope pushing into the natural expansion of Jagon. Bunker goes down, leaving a big gap in the wall in. Of course, units have to retreat it because there's not really too much defending that, because we mostly have Hellions, and also the biggest part of the forces of Jagon are in the third base of Hope right now, and Hope is pushing forward here, killing off a lot of SCVs, maybe even breaching here into the main base, taking out those depots blocking his path, streaming into the main base, and there's not really too much blocking him there. We see 10 more roaches in production, and that could very well already be game number 1 for him here.
Yeah, if we go to the workers kill tab, it's astonishingly terrible.
Wow.
For Hope. In favour of Hope, really just decimating the work count, picking off unit after unit, really just swift roach timing there, knew exactly what he needed to do, and he did it, and there's now even more roaches streaming across the map. 50 SCVs killed. The mineral income for Jagon is 0, and I'm not sure why he's still in this game. This is GG, basically. He's got 1 Marauder in a medevac.
I was trying to say, somewhere he has 1 SCV left, and I found it. It's sitting right next to the command center in the natural expansion. Not really doing anything, but that is the last hope of Roxkiss here. GG's called, and Hope takes game number 1. Give me hope, Joanna.
Decimates
Hope,
his opponent.
What were you saying?
That was Hope decimating his opponent. That was really really well timed, really well picked off. He cleaning up the SCVs as they tried to repair that bunker. Their only hope of surviving. Timing that roach counterattack as the only forces that could possibly stop it from busting down that wall were on the other side of the map, and then spawning some roaches to clean it up, not even losing the third in the process. Just really, really, really solid play from Hope.
Well, that definitely looked pretty solid, maybe even dominating here from Hope. Pretty much looked crystal clear here. Not really any big flaws in his play that I could see there. Jaegong definitely has to step up his game if he wants to stand a chance in that final. And maybe your prediction was right, because so far Hope, especially in TVZ, looks incredibly strong.
Yeah, I think just the training academies, I think, are the thing that's going to start giving the EU scene, because I personally believe that EU is the closest to Korea in terms of skill.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people believe that as well. But still, I mean, the drop off is still pretty massive. But if we can see that sort of KESPA, ESF sort of training houses and backing from the ground up, from young players all the way through to the older players, that's when Europe will start to come together. And we're already seeing it with so many of these clan houses finally getting set up in America as well. I mean, Root Gaming just set up their team house, and they've been in there for a few months, and already their players are all performing so much better. It's so good to see all of those Root players at Red Bull training grounds and the WCSNA really putting in strong performances because they have that intensive routine.
Absolutely. Game just loaded up. It is the second in this final of the CM Storm GO4SC2 Cup number 300 something 5. And introducing our player spawning as the Red Terran player in the bottom right hand side on Newkirk Precinct. It is going to be Roxkiss Jaegon.
And in the bottom left hand corner, spawning as the Green Zerg, my favorite to win the series and taking a phenomenal first game, and nearly swore there, Mao's Hope.
We're trying to keep it clean. No swearing
as
words,
always.
or at least no really bad swearing words like dropping the F-bomb. We are trying.
I thought you were going to just like list off all of the worst words you could, just actually say them.
Well, we're not going to say. And no, we ain't gonna say that, right?
No, we aren't. Let's move right along. This is an aggressive map. We've got a fairly standard pull timing,
well,
but he does have three workers immediately queued up to go straight to that guy. So he's going to get early ling speed, almost certainly go in for some heavy ling aggression. He's got a game in his pocket. Obviously feels like he's probably outclassing his opponent just a little bit. Just everything he did there kind of just said to me that he was a little bit ahead of his opponent in every way. So I think he thinks he's going to go command center first, and he can get this done with probably a ling baneling timing, or maybe just hugely aggressive lings to get some economic damage done. What do you think?
Well, I think
Elmo,
first of
my
all,
friend.
a 12 pool is not by any means a standard timing, first of all. So he's definitely planning on being extremely aggressive here, especially he already started mining gas here to get his speedling upgrade as quickly as possible. And if we take a look at the gas geyser now, he is still mining gas. What does that tell us, Dale?
Speedlings. I didn't say it was standard timing. I said it was slightly aggressive. It's not a 6 or a 9 pull. It's aggressive.
Then I misunderstood that. But we see a roach warren going down here for Hope. I actually thought he was throwing down a baneling nest, but well.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to go
Strange.
with roaches. It looks pretty much like a CVZ build to me, though, to be quite honest. On the other hand, we see
No, you're right.
command center first for Jaegon. So not really the best.
Could be just an
opening.
emergency follow.